At the edge of the world lies a continent unlike any other. A land shaped by ancient forces, where time has created landscapes found nowhere else on Earth. Here, endless deserts glow beneath golden skies. Tropical forests survive from a world millions of years old. And beneath the ocean, a vast underwater kingdom stretches beyond the horizon. Australia. A place where nature exists on a scale that is difficult to imagine. A continent of extraordinary contrasts. From the deep red heart of the Outback to the crystal waters of the Great Barrier Reef. From ancient indigenous stories to some of the world's most recognizable cities. This is a journey through a land of ancient landscapes, unique wildlife, and unforgettable wonders. This is Australia. Our journey begins in the center of this vast continent, a place where the horizon stretches endlessly. And one of Australia's greatest symbols rises from the desert. Deep within the Northern Territory, surrounded by thousands of kilometers of remote wilderness, stands a place that has captured the imagination of the world. Uluru. Rising above the surrounding desert, this enormous sandstone formation appears almost impossible. A single giant of stone standing alone beneath the Australian sky. For millions of years, the forces of nature have shaped this landscape. Wind, rain, and time itself, slowly carving and transforming the rock into the landmark we see today. But Uluru is far more than a natural wonder. For the Anangu people, the traditional owners of this land, Uluru is a deeply sacred place. A landscape filled with ancient stories, traditions, and connections passed down through generations. Every cave, every waterhole, every mark across the surface carries a story. As the sun begins to rise above the desert, Uluru slowly awakens. The dark silhouette of the night transforms, revealing shades of orange, red, and gold. A moment that shows why this place has become one of the world's most iconic landscapes. But the true beauty of Uluru is not only found in its appearance. It is found in the feeling of standing before something ancient. Something that existed long before modern cities, roads, and borders. Around Uluru lies another incredible landscape. A vast desert filled with unique plants, rare animals, and dramatic scenery. Nearby, another ancient wonder rises from the red earth. A collection of enormous rock formations, shaped by millions of years of geological history. While Uluru stands as one powerful monument, Kata Tjuta reveals a completely different side of Australia's ancient centre. Meaning many heads, Kata Tjuta is made up of 36 massive domes rising above the desert landscape. From a distance, they appear smooth and peaceful. But standing among them, their true scale becomes clear. Towering cliffs surround narrow valleys, creating a landscape that feels almost otherworldly. The Valley of the Winds Trail takes visitors deep into this ancient environment. Through towering rock walls, across desert paths, and into a place where silence becomes part of the experience. This is the Australian Outback at its most powerful. Vast, ancient, and beautifully untouched. But Australia's story is not only written in its deserts. Beyond the red centre, another world waits. A world of tropical waters, colorful reefs, and life unlike anywhere else on Earth. But before we travel there, our final desert wonder awaits. Hidden deep within Australia's red centre, far beyond the crowds, lies a landscape shaped by hundreds of millions of years. Kings Canyon. Rising dramatically from the surrounding desert, the canyon walls reveal a story written in stone. Layers of sandstone, carved slowly by wind and water, creating one of Australia's most spectacular natural environments. At sunrise, the first light reaches across the canyon walls. Shadows move through ancient valleys, revealing colors that change with every passing moment. Walking along the rimwalk, visitors enter a world that feels separated from time. Towering cliffs rise above the desert floor. Deep valleys cut through the landscape. And rare plants survive in hidden pockets protected for thousands of years. At the center of this wilderness lies the Garden of Eden, a permanent waterhole surrounded by ancient vegetation. A reminder that even in one of the driest regions on Earth, life finds a way to survive. The Australian Outback is a place of extremes. A land of heat, distance, and endless horizons. But Australia's greatest landscapes are not only found on land. Along the country's northern coastline, another world begins beneath the surface. Stretching for more than 2,000 kilometers along Australia's eastern coast, lies one of the greatest natural wonders on Earth, the Great Barrier Reef. A place so enormous, it can be seen from space. Beneath the clear blue waters exists a world filled with color, movement, and life. Thousands of individual reefs create a vast underwater ecosystem. Coral gardens, tropical islands, and countless marine species. Here, sea turtles glide through warm currents. Fish move through colorful coral formations, and giant creatures travel across the open ocean. For millions of years, the reef has grown and evolved, creating one of the most complex environments on the planet. But the Great Barrier Reef is more than a beautiful destination. It is a living ecosystem, a fragile world that depends on balance. Scientists, conservationists, and local communities work together to protect this incredible natural treasure. Because beneath these waters lies a reminder of how extraordinary our planet truly is. From above, the reef appears endless. Thousands of islands, endless shades of blue, and a coastline where the ocean meets one of Earth's oldest continents. But just beyond these waters, another ancient world waits. A place where mountains rise from the sea, and some of the oldest forests on Earth continue to grow. In the far north of Queensland, where the rainforest meets the reef, exists a landscape unlike anywhere else in Australia. The Daintree Rainforest. One of the oldest tropical rainforests on Earth. A place where ancient trees have stood for millions of years, long before humans walked across the continent. Beneath the towering canopy, a hidden world comes alive. Rivers flow through dense rainforest. Rare plants grow beneath enormous trees, and unique animals move through an environment that has survived through countless generations. From colorful birds to elusive creatures hidden within the forest, the Daintree is a reminder of Australia's incredible biodiversity. But this rainforest is more than just a natural wonder. For the Eastern Kuku-Yalanji people, this land holds deep cultural meaning. A connection between people, nature, and the stories passed down through time. Standing beneath the ancient canopy, it becomes clear this is not simply a forest. It is a living piece of Earth's history. From the oldest rainforest to the islands of paradise waiting offshore, Australia's tropical north continues to reveal its wonders. Scattered across the warm waters of the Coral Sea lies a collection of islands that appear almost unreal. The Whitsundays. 74 islands surrounded by some of the clearest waters in Australia. From above, the landscape looks like a painting. Turquoise oceans, white sand beaches, and untouched islands stretching towards the horizon. At the heart of the Whitsundays lies one of Australia's most famous beaches, Whitehaven Beach, a place where pure white silica sand meets crystal clear water. As the tides move across Hill Inlet, the ocean creates patterns of blue and white, constantly changing with the movement of the sea. It is a landscape that feels almost too perfect to be real. But the beauty of the Whitsundays is not only found from above. Sailing between the islands, swimming in warm tropical waters, and exploring hidden beaches reveals a slower side of Australia. A place where nature sets the rhythm, where the ocean becomes the road and every island tells its own story. But Australia is not only a land of wilderness. Its cities have become symbols of creativity, culture, and modern life. On the eastern coastline, surrounded by one of the world's most beautiful natural harbors, stands Sydney. A city where beaches, architecture, and the ocean come together. Rising beside the water, two landmarks have become symbols of Australia itself. The Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Together, they create one of the most recognizable city views on Earth. But Sydney's beauty extends far beyond its famous skyline. Along the coastline, golden beaches stretch beneath the Australian sun. From Bondi Beach to the coastal cliffs beyond, Sydney's relationship with the ocean shapes everyday life. Here, mornings begin with waves. Walks follow the coastline, and the harbor becomes part of the city itself. Yet beneath the modern skyline, Sydney carries a much older story. The land surrounding the harbor has been home to Aboriginal communities for thousands of years. A connection to country that continues today. Sydney represents one side of Australia, a place where nature and modern life exist together. But further south, another city reveals a different side of the country. A city built on creativity, culture, and hidden discoveries. Along the southern coastline of Australia lies Melbourne, a city known for its art, architecture, food, and unique atmosphere. Unlike the wide-open landscapes of the Outback, Melbourne is a city of hidden details. Behind ordinary streets are colorful laneways filled with street art. Behind old buildings are stories from another era. And around every corner, something unexpected waits. Melbourne's famous coffee culture has become part of the city's identity. Small cafes, independent restaurants, and creative spaces where locals gather every day. Beyond the city center, parks, beaches, and coastal landscapes create a balance between urban life and nature. From the Yarra River to the nearby coastline, Melbourne shows another side of Australia. A country that is not only defined by its landscapes, but by the people and cultures that bring those places to life. But beyond Australia's cities lies one of the most spectacular road journeys on the planet. A coastline shaped by wind, waves, and millions of years of nature's power. The Great Ocean Road. Along the southern coastline of Australia, where the land meets the powerful Southern Ocean, stretches one of the world's greatest coastal journeys. The Great Ocean Road. A road built along towering cliffs, endless beaches, and some of the most dramatic scenery in the country. For hundreds of kilometers, the coastline reveals a constantly changing landscape. Quiet forests, surfers searching for waves, small coastal towns, and cliffs shaped by the endless movement of the ocean. But the most famous sight along this journey rises from the sea. The 12 Apostles, massive limestone pillars standing against the waves of the Southern Ocean. Created over millions of years, these formations are a reminder of nature's incredible power. Wind and water slowly carve the coastline, creating a landscape that continues to change. Every sunrise, every sunset reveals a different side of this ancient coast. The Great Ocean Road is more than a journey between destinations. It is a reminder that sometimes the road itself becomes the adventure. But south of mainland Australia, another world waits. An island where wilderness remains powerful and nature still dominates the landscape. Separated from the mainland by the waters of Bass Strait, lies Tasmania, a place of rugged mountains, ancient forests, and landscapes that feel untouched by time. More than 40% of Tasmania is protected wilderness. Here, nature exists on a scale rarely found anywhere else. In the west, mountains rise above mist-covered valleys. Cradle Mountain, one of Australia's most iconic wilderness landscapes. Its dramatic peaks, alpine lakes, and walking trails attract visitors from around the world. Further along the coast lies Freycinet National Park, home to one of Australia's most beautiful beaches, Wineglass Bay. A perfect curve of white sand, surrounded by crystal waters and ancient forests. But Tasmania's true beauty comes from its feeling of isolation. A place where the pace slows down, where the wilderness feels close, and where every landscape tells a story millions of years old. But perhaps Australia's greatest treasure is the life that exists nowhere else on Earth. Because of Australia's long isolation, evolution created a world unlike any other. A continent filled with animals found nowhere else on the planet. The kangaroo, an icon of Australia. A symbol of strength, movement, and survival. The koala, a quiet creature living among the eucalyptus forests. The wombat, the platypus, and countless species that evolved separately from the rest of the world. From tropical rainforests to desert plains, Australia's wildlife has adapted to some of the most extreme environments on Earth. It is a reminder that this continent is not simply a place to visit. It is a living ecosystem, a world of remarkable life that must be protected for generations to come. Across this vast continent, one thing becomes clear. Australia is not defined by one place. It is defined by the incredible variety of worlds that exist within it. Ancient deserts, tropical forests, endless coastlines, vibrant cities, and oceans filled with life. A land shaped by millions of years and protected by stories that have continued for generations. From the red heart of the continent to the endless blue horizon, Australia remains one of Earth's greatest adventures. A place where nature reaches extraordinary heights. A place where every journey reveals something new. This is Australia, the land of extraordinary wonders. We hope you enjoyed this journey across Australia. If you did, subscribe to Travel the Planet for free and join us as we uncover the world's most extraordinary destinations, hidden gems, and unforgettable adventures. Your next adventure starts here.